Okay. What? Okay. It's like, what vibrated and then stopped vibrating?
Watch out!
Watch out yourself.
Someone help!
There you are. That guy's gone, and that guy's gone. Why is there so much balefire? Seal required. Okay, so I don't have the seal. Something happen if I light all these? Well, that's 3. If there was a 4th one, it would be there. Alright, where did we not go? Something dinged. Where are you? Over this way. Valandin and Earthaman, I think. There we go. All right, back downstairs. I'm gonna cut this out. You're fine. You're not fine. There you go. Walk it off. All right. Open this thing.
This is it. I wonder what the elves left here.
Oh, I remember. Okay. More mythal. Meh. That two emerged within an eve, as one they fought, as one fell. Valentino and us. I know there's stuff to do here. No! Frick. Why are you so mean to me? There we go. I may need to destroy more stuff. I don't want to. But I may have to. Okay, stairs. Yes, there's ladders going down. That's probably where I need to go. Oh gosh. Yes! Okay! I did not think that would work. I'm gonna see if there's any loot on this end before we head downstairs. Okay, there's no up. What are these things? That's not Dalish. Or Elven, I should say. There's a thing floating in the air. Just, you know, in case I'm the only one that notices that. No one has any thoughts? Take. Can't take. Something with these. Got to find levers, maybe? Take, it says. do I do? Light this thing. Nope. Whoa, what? Everybody okay? No? You good now? Because I'm gonna light another one. I mean, whatever the elves left, they're not happy that we're here. I want loot. There's more? What the heck? You got it? Whatever it was, it exploded. Okay, where's my torch? Just make a new one. Yep, through the wall. Make a new one. That didn't do anything down there, but maybe after I do this. Come on. Don't jump, light it. Okay, fine, don't light that one. Don't think this is part of the puzzle, but I think it's just there to get that thing. I didn't see any demons come out at us in any case. Why can't I light it? There we go. Light it. There we go. Okay. That's a remnant. That's not Dalish. What the hell is that? It's not Elven, it's not anything. What is that? The death of Elandrin. Elandrin our brother. Falandin guide you, Maker guide you. Let here the truth be kept, lest you be remembered a traitor, or our sorrow seem a passing woe. Though you swore to serve our people, there were those questioning your heart. Too often had we fought with humans along our borders until the beginning was lost to memory. Rumors of an abduction stirred. As always, their chantry was swift to spread lies. In haste and anger, they killed Sonia's sister for wandering too near the hunter's path. You carried her body back to us, you mourned with us, yet your heart was distracted. Sonia begged for vengeance, and you turned away. More and more you vanished without word or explanation. When whispers rose that you would swear yourself to their maker, we feared what would come. Sonia sought to save you, to bring you back to us. She had lost a sister, must she also lose a brother? Beneath the trees she saw you with a woman, the one who turned you from us. The woman gestured toward the village. You and she turned to gaze upon the chantry's walls. Sonia returned. She told us how humans were turning you against us, how their lies must have filled you. As a loyal servant to the Maker's cause, you would betray our secrets. When we went to ask if there was truth in this, you were already gone. So we sought to stop you. With haste, Sonia led her people to the village. There we would challenge you. There we would bring you back to us, or to justice. In the dim of a moonless night, she saw Sonia through the trees. She raced toward Sonia, a cry on her lips and something in her hand. Sonia's arrow flew and the woman fell, the name Elandrin dying on her lips, daisies slipping from her grasp. The men of the village suspected the girl's flight and heard the scream. They fell upon the elves, but were no match. Sonia's haste surpassed your own. You knelt beneath the trees, blood-soaked petals clinging to your clothes from a final embrace. When more humans came, you would not be moved, and they would not listen. Their arrows found your heart, and you fell beside her. We found your body in the river where they cast you aside. She was taken by her own. It was not the end, but your part is past. Rest now as our honored brother once more. A wreath of daisies at your brow, the letters she carried in your hand. Whoever guides you, whoever guides her, may your souls meet once more in the beyond. Faded blood stains the letter. Adeline, what care have I for gods I have never seen, for a maker I do not know? Let others distract themselves with such lofty concerns. I know only this life. I have seen only this world, and I care only for you. Perhaps your priestess distrusts the sincerity of uncivilized elves. If she must hear me say, I will follow the Maker, so be it. Your God intercedes as much as ours. My life will not change. I will return in 2 weeks' time. My heart longs for you till then, and will remain with you forever after. Elandrin.
It's an account of Red Crossing. When the elves attacked that town, it prompted the exalted march of the Dales. The Dalish would want to see this.
The Chantry would no doubt be interested in the account as well.
And I would take it to the Chantry. Why exactly? Emerald Knights. Cry for the past, it shall claim us all, for here rest our saviors newly slain. Others lie beyond our reach, so we remember. More were to be carved, but weren't finished. Ooh, okay. We done? We got everything? Because I'm not coming back. How do I leave? There was a thing. Go back this way. There was an easier exit somewhere. We saw it. And I would like to use it. Is there another locked door that we didn't go through? I mean, saying something's locked, but... I don't know. I don't know where it is, and I don't care at this point. My inventory's full, okay? Let's get out of here. Okay. Inventory is full, so let's just head on back to Skyhold. Whoa, what is all these? What's happening here? Oh, selling the stories. I gotcha. Wait, do I have to physically bring them? Hell, I'll do that. I'll do that right this second. Where are you? There you are. There, I'll take literally 2 seconds. Where are you at? I have something for you.
It's good to see you again.
Here.
I found something about Red Crossing in Danan Hanin.
You explored Danan Hanin? Remarkable. So many have tried and failed. If you went to the Emerald Graves, did you see Tavin and the others?
Oh no.
They were killed. I'm sorry.
I am too. Sorry, but not surprised. Thank you for bringing this to me. It is part of our tale and will be cherished. Dareth Sharaud, It's good to see you again.
Okay, he has nothing else.
Dareth Sharaud,
Yeah, wasn't selling that to the Chantry. Okay, back to Skyhold.
We have to agree on the red one.
Well, yes. He was ordered around and left to rot.
He's an enemy commander. I can brook no mercy when the stakes are this high.
Once the sword's out of his hand, that changes things.
Not for long. Not if someone else could pick it up.
History makes a lot more sense if you were the type in charge.
I have No idea what that conversation is about.
At your order.
Freaking... I just want dialogue, guys. Do we get anything? Bestow Morning Halla. Inquisitor, in light of the information you gave us regarding the truth of the events at Red Crossing, we would like
You're
to...
concerned.
No, I'm just waiting, like everyone else.
Not for much longer.
We would like to offer a sign of mourning to the village. Since both sides played a part in this tragedy, honoring the village with one of our Halla seem appropriate. I disagree, but okay. If it could be kept there, it might remind both sides of the fragile beauty of things that journey to places where they are strangers. I understand that the villagers of Red Crossing do not trust the Dalish, given our history. If you could convince them to accept this tribute in good faith, it would be greatly appreciated. Okay. I don't know that this is the best idea, but...
Have the supplies reached our people in the Arbor Wilds?
I made sure of it. Too many strange plants there. We don't need stomach cramps sweeping the army.
Liliana, with the right rumors, the villagers in Red Crossing will think they are being granted custody of a captured trophy to honor their victory over the Dalish. Why, Liliana? Why? Why? If it's this important, we can march the blasted Halla in with some troops to guard it. I can twist the noble who controls Red Crossing into accepting this, but it will end 2 marriages and lead to at least 1 duel. Jeez. Yeah, let's do Cullen.
All right.
Just march the thing in there. That's fine. I don't want anything happening to that Halla. So he'll guard it. It'll be fine. All right, that's all we got. I'm gonna go clean out my inventory. All right, we haven't checked this in a while. Inquisition marches on the Arbor Wilds. Questions abound. Many witnessed the incredible sight of the amassed forces of the Inquisition entering the Arbor Wilds, south of the Dales, several days ago. The Inquisition's goals, however, were a tightly guarded secret. Many speculated that the Inquisition was acting upon the information provided by Lady Morrigan, once advisor to Empress Celine, and was on the trail of an ancient elven artifact. What might this mean for the battle against Corypheus and the future of Thedas? Crier Valinus. Okay. So nobody knows what we have going on. I also noticed we finished one of these. It's upstairs.
Stone met, Inquisitor.
Can you interpret?
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Here you go, Inquisitor. I wrote up some thoughts. Hope it adds to the effort.
Unlocked. The mason tiled freed are the slaves. Okay. I think this one is called Freed Are the Slaves, which is exactly the kind of saying words but meaning different things I expect from a Tevinter. Theirs lies in the carving too, but I'll come back to that. Subject aside, I like this. It's workmanlike, but in a good dwarven way. It repeats because the carver knows what she's good at. So she does it again and again. Makes me think she has more than a passing knowledge of the stone. That said, there's 2 sets of hands involved, one old, one new. Take this Magister. He's glowing because he's fresh, newer. Same with his trophies flanking him. Carved down for more complex figures, and the flat next to them seems plain, doesn't it? The bottom is filled with detail, but this is left an open field? No, that's just what it is now. So there's shadows for a clever eye. So what was here if not this handsome Magister wanting his cod stuffed? Someone else instead of him and his friends and 2 more figures on each side, 7 total. Only the top was changed. Qunari haven't been touched. That's old ware down there. When it was first done, and hundreds of years later, yoked Qunari prisoners still fit. I don't suppose it's for the same reasons. I can only say the what, not the why. I can guess that someone wanted to be a Tevinter hero and paid to have their face carved on an antiquity. I mean, that's a crime against ancestors where I'm from, but I don't expect Tevinters to obey Dwarven honor or their own, really. They've been at war a long time, so I understand wanting to seem big. Orzammar is the same with the darkspawn, unfortunately. Still, shame to lose the original, not for the 7, for the carver. Good work, this.
Another time.
Best of the vein, Inquisitor.
We reached the climax.
Not just us.
Oh, you. This could be serious. Perhaps there will be gowns.
The signs are there. They'll be sewing in Val Royeaux even now.
They are fools for it, as am I.
I don't know if they're talking about Corypheus or if they're talking about relationship stuff. Which, what they're talking about isn't gonna happen. Looking for... There it is. The mosaic for Freed Are the Slaves.
If you require any assistance.
No, not really. So... Oh, okay. So the bottom are Canary. And the top guy is a Tevinter whatever done over top of what used to be there. Okay. Interesting. Alright. Got one quest over here. Inquisitor, thank you for convincing the villagers of Red Crossing to acquiesce. I understand that they were reluctant, but perhaps this sign of shared mourning will lead to new healing and growth. Please accept these gifts. May they aid your Inquisition in its quest. Keep her howling. So we have a great sword. I do wonder if they shared, like, the codex, because otherwise the town has no idea what the hell's going on. Back here. We're gonna have the same party for now. Okay, we still have a lot going on and a lot that I skipped. There's a chateau over here, and we should probably just head in that direction. That's probably the best way to go about this. I am curious if there's anything over here, but let's just head this way-ish. And I will go ahead and cut out some of the walking. Let's go this way. Ah, new area. Oh, this was the only area we hadn't found. Interesting. Ooh, something.
There must be something here.
It's probably alcohol. It's always alcohol. Coal? Either one. I don't think it matters. Thank you. I'll take this. Longbow? Nope, nope. A midwife's journal. This time-worn diary was found amongst more valuable items. It is bound in leather and has a solid silver trim, which might be why it was saved. A few entries can still be made out. 16 Heron, 9/8. This has been the coldest winter I can remember. Even the river is frozen. No one should be out there, not in this blizzard. So you can imagine my surprise when there was a knock on my gate. A young woman. She's looking for the Fairbanks cottage. I go out. I say to her, nothing fair about this weather, but yes, you are at the right place. She throws back her cloak and I see she is heavy, less than 2 weeks away. Please help. She's almost in tears. I bring her into the house and set her by the fire with some tea and slippers. She is young, not more than 20. Her hands are smooth. They have not seen a day of work in her life. Her clothes are travel-stained, but fine. The cloak must be worth at least 50 royals. Beautiful blue, trimmed with fox fur. Her name is Bernice, but she won't say more. Many girls come here not wanting to say who they are. I understand. 25, Herring, 9-8. Bernice has had the baby, a boy, healthy, full head of hair. She named him Evariste. She tried to pay me with a heavy gold locket, a falcon on its face. I asked her what it was. It looks valuable. She says it's her father's, and she doesn't care to have it anymore. I tell her she might not, but her son might one day want to know where he's from. 1 Winter March, 9-9. A new year. Bernice should be healthy enough to leave, but it is still cold, and I just cannot turn her out. I will ask her to stay and be my assistant. I've needed help for a while. My fingers are not as nimble as they used to be. Clever girl. She'll make a fine apprentice. So that is part of the quest for Fairbanks. I wasn't paying attention. I think we still have a couple more clues to find, but maybe not. Dermain's notes. These shipments are prepared, and once again, the rats from Watcher's Reach are getting in my way. One woman got far enough into my camp to look in the crates, scrounging for food, no doubt. Sneaky little peasants, perhaps traps next time. Great. What is this diamond over here? Oh! We can get rid of that. You're just hanging out? Okay, that's fine. Don't let me bother you. Did that... Okay, so we don't have a quest marker, so I don't think we found everything on Fairbanks. The chateau is up here. We can at least get this. I'd like to try and get party banter before going in there. Are these bad guys? Yes, they are.
We should get behind him.
Let me help you guys out. Oh, whoa.
Filth, taking advantage of the chaos of war.
Okay. Ooh. The Betrayer. Even Metherath the Betrayer had a part to play. Who are we to say elves do not? Huh. At the conclusion. Interesting. Oh, something else. It's inside. It's inside. I will take that. Whatever it is I wanted. What? What is it? An old painting in a carved wooden frame. Paint has rubbed off in some places, carved into the back of the frame. Lord Garreau Lamarck. The portrait shows the Lord as he must have looked over 40 years ago. He bears a striking resemblance to Fairbanks. That is not... That's Andraste. And there's the Masked Empire cover behind that. So there's no photo here. Or I took it when I clicked on it. Is that him maybe back there? Maybe back there. It's hard to see. Dumain's notes. August has made progress in the Exalted Plains. We are together in this, but Maker's Breath, how it irks me. That weapon, or whatever secret is hidden in those glyphs, is mine by rights. Maleficent trusts me most. Bah, he won't have it, not while I live. Alright, something's going on. Is that also possibly Andraste? I don't know. Okay, let's check this map. Yeah, so I think we picked up a key or something, and that's why this is marked now. Documents to Dumain's corpse detailed the whereabouts of the Freeman's leader. The man known as Maleficent is likely somewhere inside a villa held by the Freeman. Okay, so he's in there. We got to go back and decide either give our evidence to Fairbanks or give it to Clara.
Thank the Maker. I wonder if my village is still standing.
There's Fairbanks. I thought he would have... Okay, yeah. It's just not marked on the mini-map. Clara, where are you?
Inquisition will always be welcome here.
Good day to you, Inquisitor.
I found your proof.
You were right. Fairbanks is noble by birth. Fairbanks is not even his real name.
Let me see. Évariste Remarque. I knew it from the start. I know just who to give this to. This will be enough to make the council sit up and take notes. I'll send this on as soon as possible. Thank you, Inquisitor.
Okay, so...
Good day to you, Inquisitor.
What else do you know about Fairbanks?
He is a good man. He found us when he doesn't like to talk about himself, so
okay.
I actually don't know much about him.
I didn't know
Goodbye.
if she would have more to say. Let's go talk
The
to... Ooh,
Inquisition will always be welcome here.
do you have anything different to say?
The Inquisition will always be welcome here.
Right. How are you?
I hope things are going well.
The supplies we salvaged from Cousteau's mine have been a great help. Thank you again for saving us.
Okay. Let's see if Fairbanks has anything to say.
Inquisitor.
No. Okay. All right.
I need to be going.
I'll be here.
I do know we have a war table mission related to that, so that'll probably be when we can actually talk to people. Let's... Oh.
It would be easier if I'd been killed when our farm was attacked.
Ugh. That's pretty bleak, dude. Solas needs leveled. Okay. Let's head back to this.
Dang.
And hopefully we will get party banter. And then we can go on in. Get your men out on the roads and hunt down those Inquisition bastards. We're losing the Emerald Graves. If you've forgotten what we're fighting for, everything we do for our future and for Orlais. We keep picking these up. They seem important. When Samson made this deal, we promised you the Dales, if you could hold them and keep the roads open for our supplies. Too difficult a concept to grasp, I see. Enough of your fumbling. The Red Templars will deal with the Inquisition. Night, Captain Carroll. All right. Something's got to come to a head there at some point. Okay, hopefully we shouldn't have to wait too long.
The Wardens wanted to help, but they hurt people instead. You would have sent them away, Cassandra.
I believe it may have been safer, but we cannot know for certain.
If the Inquisition stops helping, where would we go to keep people safe from us?
The Wardens fell. The Inquisition need not follow suit.
The Wardens thought the same. So did the Templars.
Then we must be vigilant.
Still not the party banter that I'm waiting for here. All right.